Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the CEO of Timekettle, Leo Tian.
Hello, everyone. To be honest, I'm quite nervous here because I haven't been using English to give a speech for like 3 or 4 years. So forgive me if sometimes I just block. So I need to use some time to think. But also it's why we're here, because we are inventing something. Okay. Today, I am Leo, the CEO of Timekettle. I only got 20 minutes for you guys to introduce our latest product. But believe me, this would be one of the most impressive releases for you this year. Just like the poster, does anyone know which kind of style it is? It's a style of the movie 2001, A Space Odyssey. Implies the monolith enlightens human's mind from the ape to the space age. Today, we are bringing the AI translation tools to the next age. Before this new product, please allow me to introduce our company first. Does anyone who have ever tried our product or have ever bought, can you raise your hand? Oh, thank you. And many of you may also know another sci-fi film called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So there's a magical creature called the babelfish. You put it in your ear, you instantly understand everything, including the alien language. So that movie inspires many people, including like Elon Musk, and the movie also inspires us. Today is the age of AI technology. But still, it's very hard to imagine that two people from two different countries, they can talk like friends. You still have to hold something back and forth, right? So the sci-fi scenario is still very far from us. And why is that? Because in the past, the companies and the products only focus on translation, not communication. In other words, the real challenge is how we can make people talk like they're talking to their very close friends and families with our eye contact and body language. That's communication, because communication is the human nature. So that's why we are here. Driven by the latest AI technology and software, hardware engineering, we have been using this technology to identify a new category. We have defined a new category called the AI translator earbuds. Since we launched the first product, WT2, since 2019, we have been leading in the industry for years. Nowadays, we have more than 400,000 users, more than 4,000 corporate clients. And they are using our product every day. These several times of 400,000 people are communicating and connecting every day. And the 2.5 billion characters are being translated monthly. Among users are students, teachers, doctors, and patients. There are athletes and coaches, volunteers and refugees, and even family and loved ones. So let's take a look about the happy moments of our users.
내가 쓰고 있어. 아주 친절합니다.
So what do you think is there?
It's so cool because it's like they're like
Yes, the most exciting part for us is not about selling, but witnessing the wow moments and the sparks in their eyes when they have this new experience. Because that's the human nature, and we are social animals, right? So, from the first generation of the computer, then the electronic dictionary, and like the Google Translate app, and then to our product, WT2 Edge. We never stop innovating and redefining the cross-language communication experience. And now, it's the time. I'm thrilled to introduce the revolutionary new product, Timekettle X1 Interpreter Hub. Let's take a video. Introducing
Timekettle X1 revolutionize lost language communication with cutting-edge AI. Take out the years to connect. Launch design. Create a world of language barriers so effortlessly. Basically, what you feel like an outsider. Make the world. Ensure you can share with me in any language. Visual form shows podcasts anytime, anywhere. Small talks can also become a crucial. Every song effortlessly transcending geographic and language barriers.
I know this short video may not satisfy you with your curiosity, right? So let me walk you through these groundbreaking features one by one. First, a more instant and immersive interpretation experience. So this is our new product. And actually, it's a standalone terminal that includes 2 earbuds. So that means you can open a bilingual conversation at a lightning speed. Simply take out the earbuds, share one with another one. No need for complicated setup. No need for downloading any apps. So it's super easy. And you don't have to talk like a walkie-talkie because you have to talk in turns in that case. And also, in that case, only one person is allowed to speak at the time. And also, you don't have to hold anything back and forth, like just the translation app. So our technology will detect when you talk and when you stop. So it's totally hands-free. Moreover, we support what we call two-way simultaneous interpretation. So two people can talk at the same time and hear the translation at the same time. So you can even use it to argue, which is, I think it's commonly seen in their meetings, maybe in other cases. Next, and you can more easily to engage in a meeting, even you are the only foreign attendee. I bet you guys always have this situation that you're in an international meeting or you're in a similar environment. So you don't want to miss anything. You're eager or even afraid that you don't get every information that others are communicating. So that's why the listen play mode is designed for. Just swipe to this listen play mode and you take out the earbuds. Then you will hear the AI translation or interpretation continuously. And also, if you want, you can tap the screen to get involved or join the discussion, because when you press it, it will collect the voice, translate, and broadcasting for you. And now, for the first time, we achieve that only one dial, you can have a voice call in different languages. It's an amazing feature because we continuously get tons of feedbacks that users said to us they need a phone call translate, or they want to have a much quicker translate for the remote meeting. But in the past, these products are either too complicated to set up, or you can only see the text. So we redesigned the whole thing. So let me show you. Just enter the mode. There's a voice call, and you can call a number. It's a 6-digit number. So what's your number, Simon? Oh, yeah, Simon has already called me. So I can listen to that and pick up the earbuds. Boom. There we go. We can have a phone call translate. You not only hear the authentic voice of the other, the AI interpretation will simultaneously direct into your ears, while you can still see the subtitles on the screen. All this happen in real time. Isn't this remarkable? Okay, so next is we know that many conversation can be brief and fragmented. So X1 can also be used as a handheld translator. Just press the button. Then you can have a short conversation with no stress. And there's more. We support the online upgrade. which means the X1 will be more and more powerful. In the future, X1 will be able to connect to your computer or mobile phone. In that case, it can easily translate the video or audio contents on your device while generating the subtitles. Yes, I know many of you have asked us, they want to have this because they're facing these kind of issues like watching videos in different languages. Plenty of people are facing this issue every day. We will be also offering the voice cloning technology, which means the voice, the text-to-speech voice, will be more and more like yourself. So you will be able to speak different languages in your own voice, such as Japanese, Chinese, French, Portuguese. So this will be super useful for those who want to make a foreign boyfriend or girlfriend, right? So these are all the cool stuff that X1 can do. It's far beyond any of the existing translation tools. So we give it a brand new title, AI Interpreter. We have been working on this product for over 2 years, and we cannot wait for more people to experience these powerful features. So we set a highly attractive price, $699 US. So we are very honored to be here to introduce this product, and we hope that this event will make you remember for the whole year. Thank you. Oh, there is, one more thing. Imagine this. There are 10 people speaking 4 different languages. They are in a meeting room, and they will want to have a meeting together and communicate very quickly. In the past, this would be an impossible mission because you will have to spend a fortune to hire several interpreters, human. And then you have to coordinate many equipment to collect their voice. And what if one of them are online? So it takes days of prepare and maybe tens of thousands US. So now, let me introduce a new cutting-edge function. Let's take a look.
Simply creating plus 5-minute charge. You don't work extra hour. It should not interrupt the work. Beat the Timekettle X1 Major, the game changer in the world of communication.
With just one single touch, you can build a United Nations assembly with various people, with various languages. Let me show you. Something you can show for me. So double tap and they will be able to build a conference room. That's so simple. And it also supports that the mixed conference, which include the on-site and off-site attendees in the same meeting room. So both in physical and virtual spaces, the X1 has built a language barrier-free world where people can talk freely. And this only happened in a few touches, in a few seconds, and maybe 10% of the budget. Okay, these are all the functions and the great functions of Timekettle X1. X1 is the most powerful product in Timekettle history and undoubtedly the most advanced product on this planet in this field. And it will still follow the basic principle of our company, that is our slogan. Communication is connection. We really appreciate that you guys being here to witness the unveiling of this product. So we will invite you to experience this product later, or you can also visit our booth. Have a great day. Thank you.
So we still have 5 minutes for Q&A if you guys have any questions. Here, so we take 1 to 3 questions. And then we have 10 minutes here for you guys to experience the product. And after that, you can go find us outside or samples to be ready.
Okay. I think the victory gesture is the first one, or yeah.
I know you're using it with the phone calling in. I'm wondering, does that feature come automatically in the device if it has a SIM card, or is that pairing it with an RS?
We don't use the SIM card. We use you can regard it as the VoIP. So connect to the Wi-Fi, then you can have a voice conference.
Does it have a phone number through the VoIP, or does it have a phone number?
No, we may consider in the future, but now we don't support any like phone functions. Okay, that leaves me a hard choice. Can I choose a lady first?
Thank you for your presentation. Given that your native language is Chinese and you are also fluent in English, I am curious to know, when you first felt the need for this product in the world, was there a specific personal experience that inspired you to develop this product?
That's a good question. You know, once upon a time, the BBC documentary team find me and they make a small movie of our, I think, the first generation product. They describe us as realize the Babelfish in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And they also ask the same question, that you seem to be speaking English well, but why do you think about inventing this thing? The thing is, even I am relatively fluent than maybe 90% of the Chinese, still when I'm talking in English for a long time, it burns my brain. You know, it takes a lot of energy to pay attention, to focus, and I don't want to miss anything. And also, my parents used to be traveling in Europe, and they have been downloading, I think I downloaded like more than 10 apps for them, like Google Translate, Microsoft, or like 500 sentences that will be frequently used in traveling, but still they cannot even like have the courage to go to a convenience store to buy something. I think the real problem is that in the past, we are not encourage people to communicate. They are only just use some translation technology. But what people really want, we don't have the needs for translate, but we have the needs to communicate. So when you are using something that makes you very awkward, that is not natural, everyone will give up. So that's the case. And even for me, I can still feel the same thing. Thank you. Of course.
How you doing, sir?
Great, thank you.
Cool, but I travel abroad. And when I travel abroad and I have one of those translated devices that you put in the ear, this gentleman on the train and I want to translate in Austrian or Dutch or whatever, another earpiece to go in his ear because I don't know if his ears are clean. You guys have, but do you guys have an over future? And then the second question I have, you said they had where you can make phone calls. What cell phone providers would be compatible with that? You just put in a SIM card and work with your current phone provider, or we're talking about AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Those two-part questions.
I think that's a very good question because from the day one when we invented the first generation, we're facing these kind of questions that people are afraid to give a stranger something that you have to put in your ear. So, as the product manager, we have to be sure that product has boundaries. So if you are just like asking roads or just a very, very simple question, then you can use something instead. So our product was designed for a more frequently and complicated conversation most. But for this one, we also support other different kinds of modes that make sure that if you're talking in a short, very short conversation, you don't have any time for the second round of the dialogue, then you can use other modes. But if you want to have a real immersive conversation, I think this is still the best choice. But for the open ear, I can tell you that we are seriously considering for the next generation. And for the next one, sorry, it's about like cell phone, or you mean the phone call translation, or?
He has his phone, and so who would be the cell phone? Who would be the cell phone provider that would be able to make that translation happen? So I'm using T-Mobile, am I using AT&T, Verizon, am I using what service am I using?
Actually, we don't rely on any of like the I think it's called operators, right? And because they provide the network, but we use in the end or on the cloud, because we can grab the if we are in this machine, we grab this voice, then we can translate in our cloud service. But in the future, if you're talking about like we're just using a normal phone and we have our own product, how about they connect it together? So that's a new case. And we are about to release it maybe this year, later, or the next year. That means only one party is needed to have our device, and the other one, they don't have to prepare for anything. Thank you. Yeah. How much time do we have? Okay. I think this gentleman has raised his hand several times. I will make sure that we can.
Thank you very much. So normally we have a very big Zoom conference. It's 20 people at the same time. How does that happen? Because it's just multiple people going back and forth. And let's say, however people go back and forth, we only need to see the person there. How do I get that proper time? 20 people talking at the same time.
You are sorry, let me confirm. You're saying that compared to Zoom or combined with Zoom?
With a Zoom meeting, with 20 people talking however. Am I able to understand it correctly?
Yeah, it's a little bit complicated question. That is, if you're just using our own system, you can build up a meeting by the product solely. You don't have to rely on Zoom. But the next is, if you're already on the, for example, Zoom, is it possible that we can act like one of the partners at Zoom, right? So that's another function that I think it's this kind of like listen, play, and online meeting. Then you can combine with, like I just said, with the OTA service. Later on, you can connect it wirelessly with the computer. Then you collect the voice and translate for you. In that case, you can watch a video or you can attend a meeting with Zoom, Google Meet. It's all okay. Thank you. The next gentleman, yes.
This is an online handheld translator. Is there a speaker in the unit?
You mean this one? Yes, of course. You mean the? Yeah, you can try later on the outside.
Yeah, I'm sorry the Q&A time is over. We still have like 10 minutes here for you guys to and after that, you have outline hallway. We'll be here. All of us, you want to. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.